Mini Shenanigans, Episode 6. Hello there and welcome to the halfway point of this series of Mini Shenanigans, and I hope you enjoyed the play so far. This week we have a piece from Nashville-based queer Jewish playwright Sam Heyman. The piece is entitled Sensories, and Sam says, "Inspired by uncanny recollections I've had tied to seemingly random sensory stimuli, I got thinking about the unknowable nature of the unconscious mind and the relationship between memory and dreams, the experiences we remember and what of those memories are real and what are merely fabrications of the mind." Theatrical Shenanigans presents Sensories by Sam Heyman.
Sensory memories, or sensories, as our institute likes to call them, are a phenomenon of the mind that are only beginning to be understood in earnest. They are distinguished from other kinds of memory by what prompts their recollection and what shape that recollection takes. Everyone experiences sensories differently. Some experience them primarily as a vague sense of déjà vu. I recognize this flavor, but I don't remember where I've tasted it before. I feel like I've taken this exit before, but I've never been to this state. Others experience them more strongly. The smell of cigarette smoke conjures the image of a man I don't know if I ever knew. The feeling of a cold night always brings me back to a moment when I was small, not quite myself. As a person becomes more attuned to the sensories locked up inside their subconscious mind, they can learn to harness sensory information in the world around them to transport themselves to places they haven't been to in years, or perhaps have never been to at all. My name is Dr. Eve Harper, and I speak for all of us here at the Institute of Subconscious Progress when I say it is our mission to help members of the public access that world within through whatever means their sensory attunement will allow. Today's participants will be provided with various curated samples to choose from, each meant to provide an olfactory stimulus, a sensory prompted by their sense of smell. What they will find at the bottom of their vials is anyone's guess. But we have our theories.
This is it?
This is it.
I was expecting something a bit more...
Scientific?
No. If anything, this place seems a bit too scientific. Small beakers and bits and bobs. I was expecting something more impressive.
There's more to the Institute's work than meets the eye.
I'm sure. I just think your presentation leaves something to be desired. So, how does this work? What am I supposed to do?
You'll choose 3 vials from the table here, one at a time. Smell each for a moment and let me know your observations so I can record them.
There's more than 3 to choose from. What if I get it wrong?
There's no right or wrong. This isn't a test you can fail.
What's in them? Do you know their ingredients?
They're not labeled.
Well, what if I'm allergic?
As I mentioned in the paperwork you signed, all scents used in this experiment are synthetically produced. We have made sure to exclude all allergens.
So you don't know what's in them?
No, I don't. But that's by design. In order to properly induce a sensory, the mind must be forced to grasp at the identity of stimulus. In other words, you need to work to identify it.
You want me to work at it?
Yes.
You want me to smell this bottle's contents and give you a guess at what it smells like? I should smell your finger next.
I assure you, Ms. Jasper, this is all part of the process. Something every participant goes through.
Well, Dr. Lance, I just don't get why I'm not allowed to know what it's going to be. What if I don't like it?
What if you do?
Now it sounds like you're trying to sell me something.
Not at all. Let me ask you something. Does a perfume label tell you what its contents smell like? No. Occasionally there will be a short list of ingredients, lavender, ambergris, but mostly it's just adjectives, provocations, invitations to experience it and decide for yourself.
I'm not shopping for perfume.
No, you're not. You're shopping for memory locked up in your mind, access to a world that is otherwise impenetrable and lost to you. Sensories are the key to entering the subconscious, even while waking.
Entering the subconscious.
That's right.
What if I would rather let that world stay lost?
Then you wouldn't have answered our ad. We made it quite clear what our aims are.
Invigorate your senses, refresh your memories. Join the Institute of Subconscious Progress in rediscovering what has been forgotten.
It sounded like you were selling something.
Not selling, offering an opportunity.
So what are you all looking to learn by having us do this?
We prefer to keep that side of things vague for the sake of our experimental design. We wouldn't want to skew the data and have participants telling us what we want to hear.
So, in other words, I should just shut up and take a whiff, is that it?
One at a time, please. If a given stimulus prompts a sensory, I'll need to record your reaction.
Okay then, here goes. Laundry detergent. Reminds me of my mother. It's kind of dull, isn't it?
That remains to be seen. What about your mother?
What?
What does it remind you of about her?
Well, I don't know. The way her clothes smelled? Not the way mine smelled. They never came out quite the same.
Are you sure it's the detergent then?
No, I'm not sure. You're leading me, you know. You're not supposed to lead the witness.
The participant.
Right. It probably was her perfume or just her natural scent. Every person has a smell. Usually it changes, but hers never did.
Are you ready to move on to the next one?
Don't you have any other questions to ask me?
We'll get there. This is only the start.
If you say so. This is...
Yes?
How did you get this?
I beg your pardon?
This smells like my grandfather's car.
Could be any old car.
But it isn't. It's his. I can smell the leather seating, the peppermints in the glove box. It's all of that and gasoline. We're filling up his car at the gas station, and it's taking some time, so he says...
You go along with your brother now. And get something for yourself, huh?
What did you hear, Ms. Jasper?
Who said I heard anything? I didn't. Why did you ask me that?
I apologize. I merely inferred, judging by your response.
Are you drugging me? These vials, they're hallucinogenic. They must be.
Did you hear a voice, Miss Jasper?
I want to leave. Unlock the door.
It's all right. You're safe here.
Those are hardly the words to say to someone who's feeling acutely unsafe. Let me out of here.
We're not finished yet.
I'm the participant, and I decide when I'm finished.
Ms. Jasper, you won't get paid unless we finish what we started. The waiver you signed was very clear about that. I know how much a difference this will make for you and for your family. Now, shall we proceed?
Fine. Which one's next?
Choose any one you'd like. This will be the last one. Ms. Jasper, what do you smell?
What did you say?
Miss Jasper! Miss Jasper! Where did you... Come back! Helen! Come back!
What? What? What happened?
Where did the sensory take you? Where did you go?
I didn't go anywhere. I have been right here.
Listen carefully. You need to tell me exactly what you saw.
I didn't see...
It's been a long time, darling.
Hey! Hey! Stay with me!
I'm here. I'm here.
Where is it taking you?
My mother's house.
Be more specific.
Just the foyer. Wallpaper like gold braids against a solid red. Hardwood floors and... It's Christmas.
Christmas. Do you know which one it was?
No, I don't know. I'm not certain it's even a memory. It's just an image of a place I know. It could be from a dream. What are you all doing here at the Institute? What are you all trying to do? Dr. Lance? Dr. Lance?
That will be all, Miss Jasper. Thank you for your participation in today's experiment. You have chosen your 3 stimuli, and I have recorded my observations. Now, if you walk out that door and take a left, an assistant will have your payment ready for you.
Dr. Lance, wait. Be honest with me. You asked me where the sensory took me. What did you mean?
I wanted to know where it took you, in your mind. That's all.
No. You seemed frightened. Did I disappear?
In a manner of speaking.
In what manner of speaking?
I cannot say more.
Why not?
They're listening. Take the money and go. Do not come back here. Out that door and to the left, Miss Jasper.
Well done, Dr. Lance. Leave your notes on the table. Someone will be sent for them shortly.
Thank you, Dr. Harper. I think the rest of the Institute will be interested in this participant's results.
Oh, I should hope so. It sounded like you were observing some rather pronounced responses. It's been a while since we've had a participant so susceptible to sensory inducement, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
I was beginning to lose faith that we would find anyone else suitable for the next stage, even after so many months. We have the participant's information on file, yes?
Yes. She signed the waiver. We have all of it.
Very good. The board will want to see that she's properly thanked for her participation. Before I let you get back to work, Dr. Lance, I hope you'll indulge me. What did you tell the participant just now?
I reminded her of the exit, where she needed to go next.
Ah, yes, for her payment.
Yes, that's right.
Dr. Lance, you know there's little use in resorting to falsehoods with me.
Falsehoods? I
may not have seen what happened in the test chamber, but I heard every word. Miss Jasper's response to the stimuli warrants further study. As such, she will not be returning home. Not yet. And until you tell us everything you saw, neither will you.
That was Sensories by Sam Heyman, with Julia Corti as Dr. Eve Harper, Angela Sarabia as Dr. Lance, Zoe Cheswick as Helen, and Darren Ingram as Grandfather's voice. Theatrical Shenanigans, part of an RFW Scripts production, found on Spotify, Amazon Music, Podbean, and anywhere else you can find your podcasts. Music is written and produced by Chris Cody.